In this demonstration, we are going to discover a whole new way to work, and we will be unleashing creativity. So let's get started with, for example, a tool called Microsoft Whiteboard. Using your own words, you can put Copilot to work, gathering information in real time from across your data and applications to unleash creativity. So let's begin. For example, you can open up Microsoft Teams from the browser where already people are working in this tool called Whiteboard. Here we can have different people work together at the same time on the same whiteboard. And as you can see, different people are actually showing on the whiteboard canvas. Now, one of the things we can do is we can select the Copilot icon here on the left side of the whiteboard. And from here, we can start asking to create suggestions. So let's start with the suggest option here. And we can, for example, start the word suggest is already in the Copilot view. And we can now continue typing using natural language. For example, we can start entering a Copilot command like suggest inexpensive ways to optimize website for organic reach without using social media. Then we can click the send button. From here, Microsoft Copilot is going to create a whiteboard environment. So Copilot presents us with the options like insert or generate more or edit in case we want to make changes. So here we might want to go and choose to click the generate more button, and it will now keep on working to see and give us more solutions. So what we want to do is let's insert all suggested content. So what we'll do is we'll then click the insert button right here. And just like that, we can see that we get these notes here that are AI generated. So from a blank canvas, we now have content to start working with. Now, let's continue building out our marketing brainstorm whiteboard. So what we can do is we can, for example, choose to select the prioritize keywords. So what we do is we can select the prioritize keywords node. And then, for example, we can choose more suggestions. So I'm going to click suggest. And now it's going to suggest more sticky drafts. So if I think that all 5 solutions are all right for me, I'm going to insert those and it will now start creating even more. As we just saw how quickly, with the help of Copilot in Whiteboard, we could turn a blank slate canvas into brainstorming boards with content that the team can continue building out. So that is one of the things that we may want to do right here. So let's move forward. So here we are in Microsoft Word in a browser. Actually, we opened up a document via OneDrive. So what we can do is we can jumpstart the creative process so you never have to start with a blank slate again. Remember? Well, this is how Copilot can help when you are looking to create any kind of document in Word. In this example, all I have to do is tell Copilot that I want a proposal and I wanted to use content from an existing document. So what we'll do is we select and we start entering text. And when we're done, we can select reference a file in that button. From here, we can start pointing to any type of document. In this case, I'm going to point to a Word document. And when I'm done, I will now go in and use the generate button to generate the results. And just like that, Microsoft Copilot will create the document for us based on a document that we already have. Now Copilot presents us with some example options, like we want to keep it, maybe regenerate or discard it altogether. We can regenerate it, but for now we will just keep the solution. So now we can scroll through the document and we will see that what we like to change. So for example, we can start scrolling here, and maybe what I want to do is make some changes. So what I want to do is I may want to paste some text from another source and see what Copilot can do with that. So here I'm going to choose the paste button. And then we can see, for example, the line that we want to be adding here. So Copilot is now going to feature next to our paragraph. So from here we can select the Copilot button next to the paragraph, and here, like before, I can type something and a reference file, or I can just let Copilot look at the totality of my document so far and come up with something appropriate for this section. So I'm going to use the Inspire Me button. Now, Copilot is going to get data from other documents that we already have into this document. This is really amazing. Also, I can edit everything we did, but for now, let's keep it as well. So that is pretty amazing. Of course, generative AI isn't meant to replace me as a writer of the document. It's my Copilot after all. So what we can do is we can, for example, also switch to another application, in this case, PowerPoint on the web. And remember that when we talked about PowerPoint, we said bring your ideas to life and quickly transform written documents into decks. Well, this is what Copilot can do for us. Copilot in PowerPoint can bring your ideas to life. And let's see how we can do this with an existing written document into a PowerPoint deck. So I may want to be started, and I want to click the Get Started button in the Copilot view. Here we have a couple of options. What I want to do is I want to add some text in here, and then from the menu we get, I want to transform a file. Next, I am going to choose one of the files that I want to transform into a PowerPoint deck, like this. And when I'm done, I'm going to send my instruction to Copilot. From here, the file is being analyzed and the slides are being generated straight from the environment like this. So now we have got the document generated with the help of Copilot. Amazing, right? As part of the slide creation, also Copilot was able to add speaker notes. Copilot in PowerPoint is not only a time saver, but it also helps us to be better presenters. So what we can do is now, for example, also switch to Excel and see what we can do with Copilot in Excel. When we talked about Excel, we said we can analyze trends and create professional looking visualizations in seconds. Now moving on to Excel, Copilot is a powerful tool that can assist us in data analysis, chart creation, and data visualization and more. So let's see what we can do. Also here we have a Get Started button. And from here we can start, for example, entering text. Maybe I want to stop showing decimal points for the sales amounts and send this towards Copilot. Then what you'll see is straight away my decimal points are being removed, just like that. It also tells us what it exactly did. Another thing that we want to do is we want to drill in and ask to refine our data even more. So, for example, we can say mark in yellow any gross sales values over 500K. It will then do that for us. So it will change my slide just like that. I remember that I have spending so much time in making my tables look good, or maybe do some conditional editing or conditional formatting of how things are being shown. Here we can just talk to the system as it is a human being. So here we get our results with the highlighted cells. Next, we can even go further inside our data. For example, we can start entering commands like show insights for my data. And when I'm ready to go, I click send again. And just like that, Microsoft Copilot is going to start doing all of its magic. So here it will show a pivot chart that shows the insight about the data. And if this is what I want, I can add those insights into a new sheet, and it will create a new sheet in Excel where that insight is being shown straight into Excel like this. So as you have witnessed, the Copilot in Excel will put all the rich capabilities of Excel right at your fingertips. It helped us analyze a sea of data and turn it into clear insights. Now you are a numbers person. So also we can move forward. We can elevate productivity and unleash creativity in Microsoft Copilot. Maybe we want to start moving further again. So let's go back, and here we are right in the Copilot event. And here we can go in and start working with Copilot just like that. So this is it. This is how we can discover a whole new way to work where we can unleash creativity using Microsoft Copilot.